All right, ladies, so we are going to be looking at adding and subtracting rational functions. So we're going to kind of revisit it. So the first thing I'm going to ask you guys to do is give yourselves a label. This is 5.6/5.9, and it's adding and subtracting rational functions. I feel like just rational expressions. Okay, so 5.6, 5.9, adding and subtracting rational expressions. All right, so let's do something kind of simple. 1 over x plus 3 minus 2 over x plus 4. So the whole goal is really to just manipulate this team of two rational expressions and kind of make them into one. That's really your goal. And the way we do that is we're going to borrow strategies from fractions. Okay, so what do fractions do? I think we could have a tagline on that. What would fractions do? So a quarter plus a third. Well, they would talk, boop, 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 and they would say, hey, neighbor, I need to turn my number into da-da-da-da. And they would be like, yeah, I got to turn my number into da-da-da too. Because they want to combine and be a good problem together. All right, so how do they combine? Well, the 4 says, well, I can break up my pieces. And the third is like, I could break up my pieces too. So what do they have to break up their pieces by? And it really has to do with whatever the factor is here. Now, important, it's not just about breaking up the pieces, but also being cognizant of the other parts that remain. So I'm going to multiply by 3 over 3 over here and 4 over 4 over here. And now it's going to give me some values, 3 twelfths plus 4 twelfths. It's going to give me the ability to compare our fractions. It's also going to give me the ability to combine our fractions into 7 twelfths, right? So fractions can be pretty cool on that. So that concept can be applied here, right? There's nothing really in common in both, but I could multiply this guy by an x plus 3 over x plus 3. Hasn't changed it at all because I'm really essentially just multiplying by 1. Same thing over here. I would like an x plus 4, so why not disrupt them and make them have x plus 4s on those two sides. All right, so I want to concentrate on simplifying my numerator. So I'm going to distribute the 1, and don't forget that negative. I need to distribute the negative 2. Okay, so we got x plus 4 minus 2x minus 3. And I think that can go one more step. X minus 2x is negative 1x, and 4 minus 3 is also a positive 1. And that divided by our denominator, x plus 4, x plus 3, would essentially give us one rational function from the sum of 2. And that's kind of our whole goal, is to manipulate rational functions so that they're just one term. So I thought you might find that a little bit neat. So your homework for tonight is going to be a taffy. I think I might want to show you one more example before you depart. If you wouldn't mind giving me one more minute. A lot of times you are going to see functions like 1 over x squared plus 2x plus 3 plus 2 over x squared. Sorry, I have to give this a negative 3. That negative 3. X squared minus 9. Something like that. Your step 1 when you see a problem like that is just to factor it down, because we really need to be able to identify what we got. So this should factor into a x plus 3 and an x minus 1. And then this guy should factor into an x plus 3 and an x minus 3. So it's nice. They both have the x plus 3's in common. What he is missing is the x minus 3. What she is missing is the x plus 1. And that's what you would go through and multiply through by. So I would take this x minus 3, and I'm going to multiply that one by an x minus 3. Did I write plus? Silly Miss Crisco. X minus 3. And top as well as bottom. And then over here, we're going to multiply this guy by an x minus 1. And similar to the other problem, we're going to distribute. So we got x minus 3 plus 2x minus 2 becomes 3x minus 5 over, don't forget, it's got a pretty intense denominator in this rational function. It has an x minus 3, an x plus 3, and an x minus 1. All right, so hopefully between those two, you've seen some good examples. I'm going to post a taffy. No more than 20 minutes on the taffy. And then it will count as a homework assignment. You will submit it the next time I see you guys. All right, have a lovely snow day, girls. Hope to see you soon.